Yo, what up, guys? Beside D here. I have some news that is dropping in Raid right now that will benefit everyone or some players who actually participate in this new content. If you head to the Great Hall, you will find these area bonuses. We know that you have to fight the live arena to get medals to upgrade all this. Well, new types of area bonuses are coming. You see potion keeps, ice golem, fire knight, dragon, spider, hydra, and demon lord. You know, that's not all the content, all the dungeons we have in raid. They are adding more, and after this new update is released, you have iron twins on this list right here, you have sand devil necropolis on this list, you have phantom shogun's grove, faction wars, and also doom tower and the cost city. Remember that any upgrade, any gold or medals you put in right here upgrades your champion stats for that particular content. So adding this new 6 different content that are kind of new to raid. Yes, Cost City is pretty new, Doom Tower is sort of new, Faction War is old, Phantom Shogun, Sun Devil, and Iron Twins is gonna help those players who are having some difficulty beating that content. It's not gonna help all players, but at least if you are having difficulty beating that content, that might help you. For example, I'm having difficulty beating Ice Golem. I put in just one bronze what do you call these medals right here, this live arena crest. I just put in one right here and it helps me get a little bit more points right here. Since I'm already at ice golem, well, I don't want to upgrade that one further, but you know what I mean. Fight live arena, I guess this is an incentive for those players to go into live arena and actually obtain this crest, bronze crest, silver crest, and gold crest. I'm kind of slacking. This is the free-to-play account. Even on my main account, I don't fight live arena. So will an Iron Twins Fortress require me to go there now and farm it? I'm already doing maximum level in Iron Twins Fortress, so I don't need to, you know, spend medals over there. Just like I don't need to spend medals on or spend crest on the potion keeps. So I don't think that's gonna be a popular one for most players. Now for the Sun Devil Necropolis, you need to be careful about the speed whenever that update is launched. Whenever you're building your speed tune teams for the Sun Devil, remember not to go and upgrade speed and make your tune out of begin to fail. So you might want to go for HP. I think that would be one that we actually need in that Sand Devil Necropolis. HP I think is a viable one, and of course accuracy for your HP born champion if you're using that strategy on that Sand Devil Necropolis. For Phantom Shogun, that's not a content that is also that difficult. I think I've already beaten at a higher level, and this will help especially for those players who are trying to beat it for those dungeons tournament that require you to beat at a very fast time. The next one, Faction Wars. I guess if you have a particular faction that is difficult for you, that you cannot beat for some reason, you go over there and you think defense. If that boss does not ignore defense, you have to put some defense over there or even knock them down. Speed will always be a viable one for that faction war. For Doom Tower, if you're not beating hard mode Doom Tower, Boomer is a problem. You might want to go towards resist in some content in that Doom Tower. So any content that you like, there is a particular stat you might want to improve depending on how difficult it is for you. Cost City, everybody is having difficulty with damage, survival, speed, a lot of stats to upgrade in that Cost City. So it's just something else for those players who are very competitive in the live arena to do, or some players who are not even looking for live arena at all to now be inspired to go into that live arena and begin to earn this crest so they can spend it on these new 6 dungeons that are being added. Remember that if you head over to your champions, let me just head over to one champion right now, and let's say Geomancer, and you look at the total stats of the champion, the area bonus has not been applied until you select it. So I'm saying now when you select right here, you will also find Iron Twin, Sun Devil on the list. Right now it has not been updated in the game. This is an update that is coming soon. No date attached to it, but it's coming soon, maybe in the next patch. So if I select Ice Golem's peak, you can see I have 2 speed attached to it right here. If I select Demon Lord, I can see up to 2% extra ignore defense attached to it. So it's all good. It's all bonus stats. It's all gonna help you beat all this content better. It's not anything bad in the game. So this is not something that is negative for the community at all. This is just something else to help you defeat those difficult content. Like I know a lot of people are having Phantom Shogun Grove difficulty. Faction Wars is still difficult for most people if you don't have the right champions. Doom Tower hard is still a headache. And then of course the Cost City is something people are beginning to ignore. So this might help you get some 2%, 3%, 5% extra stats to help you beat those content. That's the first news that is dropping right here. And then there is another news coming for how many champions? One, two, three. Three champions are getting their skills changed. I guess you call him a rebalance. So I'll go over to my champions index and find them. The first one is Little Miss Annie. What is being changed about this champion is not one that I own, so I might not know a lot about her skill, but from the news that they announced, you can clearly see the change that is being applied to this champion. You will decide whether it will make her a viable option for your team or not. I can see that her Pretty Nail skill is being changed, which is her A1. Pretty Nail skill will now have a 60% chance of decreasing placing decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Currently it's doing just heal reduction. Now it's going to have heal reduction and decrease defense. So that's a new debuff that has been added to that Pretty Nail skill. Our Holo Doll skill, which is the A2, will now have what? Let me see. No change applied to it. I don't think there's any change applied to this one. I don't see any change on this skill. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I can see her play date skill is being changed to now also place a revive on dead buff on this champion for 2 turns if the attack kills an enemy. So when this is announced, of course, those players who have this will now need to go and read the skills again and see what changed about her, and you could see whether it's the same like it used to be or it's now going to be very, very broken. Even her passive is being changed. It's going to have a 10% and turn meter decrease target stun meter by 10%. It's a long read, like our skills are a long read. That's why I see me skimming through it, because it's not a champion I own, so I don't care about her, to be honest. But on my main account, I have the second champion, who is going to be Sacred Order champion that is recently released. Supreme Etel is being changed and buffed, rebalanced, let's call it that. So Supreme Etel will now on the A2 or the A2, yes, not this one. Exemplar of, where is it? Oh, it's the A1. Now the damage is increased in this skill, and before attacking on that code, this one will now attacks all enemies before attacking has a 100% chance of placing freeze. So it used to attack all enemies, ignores this, but now it will first place the freeze before it attacks. So that's going to be a huge change, I guess. Also has a 20% chance that of the target's defense. I don't understand that, but let's see when it's buffed. I will see the difference in the game. It's a champion I currently have 5-star blessing on her on my main account, so I'll look forward to what others have to say about her when they do play test of her. And Siegfried the Nephilim is also being changed. His exploit edge skill and damage is going to be increased on his Saphric wave, and you'll see the forum post about this champion changes when it's released, and we'll see whether it's going to be a good one or not. So that's what is coming up, the new changes to the what do you call this content now, the Great Hall area bonuses. To be specific, the affinity bonus is not being added. Nothing is being touched about this one. It's the area bonuses that are being changed, and it's a good one. Or it's not, the old ones are not being changed. New content are being added to the area bonuses. And then for the other part of this video, let me add some free to play 2024 update for you guys to see what I'm up to. I went crazy yesterday and farmed all my gems and all my energy and spent it in the ongoing dungeons, which is the ice golem. It's not a content that I need to farm in the early game, because that's the only content that was open for me to get points toward the ice golem and also get points toward the ongoing dungeon divers, and also get some CVC points along the way and help my clan win. Personal rewards, I'm currently unlocked up to almost gonna get this. Yeah, I might get this 250 more on tier 2 energy. That's a lot of energy that will be coming up. Clan versus clan, or clan what do you call this, in a clan shop has reset, and this time it had energy. This is one of the things I used in the ice golem and went with all that energy in there and farmed it like crazy, enough to get me what I needed. Not enough to get this book though. Well, I still have some more quests to pick up. I have not even picked up any quest. I'll get that legendary skill and that epic skill tome right here for 500 and help me unlock some skills or some champions. So do I have any shots to open? No, I've already opened it and I got a rare. Nothing good right here. I still have one more ancient to pick up from the Habitat missions that says mix 10 superior magic potions. I've already done 6. I'm out of magic greater potions to mix, so I'll go over there. It's open, magic is open today. I'll keep farming it, and then after magic opens, guess what? Force is not going to open next. I have to wait for how many days before Force will open? It's a long wait, but no problem. I'll wait for that to happen. It's almost like a 4 days wait time. Let me see the dungeons. So once magic is closed, Force is open on Friday. That's the next time. So I have nothing else to push in these Habitat missions until Friday when that Force keep is open. I'll spend the rest of my energy making sure I get enough greater potions to make that Habitat mission mix into superior potions and get that one done. Pick up one ancient shard and maybe I'll open it offline. I don't need to wait for a video to open just one ancient, right? Because we're not waiting, we're not saving, we're opening it right as we get it. So all my gems went towards that ice golem and put me even at first place, but right now people have taken over. I'm currently at third place. I finished the ice golem tournament, got all the max rewards, and I'm also trying to see if I can get one more chance to summon an epic champion from the ongoing Prism Crystal event. Yes, that's one way that it's guaranteed to give you at least an epic champion if you can push for this Prism Crystal. It's not one that I recommend, it's just that I just wanted to get this one done because Ice Golem did give us 10 Prism Crystals. I think it wasn't enough to even do one summon, but the main one they wanted to finish was this Dungeon Divers. It's the one that a lot of people are ignoring. My main account is currently farming it, Dungeon Divers, to get this 150. My main account is going for this Blade Master points, but this free-to-play 2024 account is not going for that Blade Master point of 150. It's too much. Even if I get to 4,450, I'll stop right here because the no resources anymore to go to this point. So I'll see if I can get this one done before this Dungeon Divers expires, and I'll summon these Prism Crystals. What am I hoping to get on the Prism Crystals summoning portal list? My most wanted champion is going to be a Sepulchre Sentinel. It's guaranteed to give you an epic, right? Because that's it's only epic that are on the list, so it's good. But I'm praying not to get any of these trash epic below. These ones are all trash. Miscreated Monster is also an optional good one, and then of course Doom Priest will always be amazing. But I already have a legendary champion in the person of White Queen Ancora, right, who does a cleanse like Doom Priest, but it won't be bad to get her. I'll also appreciate a Rector, even if I do have a Reviver, single target Reviver also, who doesn't heal. So Sepulchre is my most wanted one, or any other champion I can use for that faction of Night Rev faction. Yeah, all these champions are Night Rev, right? Hoping not to get a legendary, currently at 30, and I need 35 to make that happen. That's why I'm going all in for that Dungeon Divers, because this free-to-play 2024 is all about how many champions you can get to beat every content that you can help your team or your brewskis get more dungeons unlocked, get more factions unlocked. That's all we are trying to do. So if I saw a way to get an epic, I should not miss out on it, especially the fact that it's a champion that is guaranteed me an A1 on decreased attack or something, or my first block debuff buff champion. If I can make that happen, that's what I'm keeping my fingers crossed for. I'll even have enough Prism Crystals saved up for the next one, because I'll end up with 60 Prism Crystals, which I had on my main account. I summoned it, I got nothing. So it's not one that I recommend, but it's for those players who have enough resources. You can go for it. I'm gonna keep farming it and complete it before that Dungeon Divers expires. I'll pick it up right now with this remaining energy and stuff. So that's the biggest update on the account. Author of Souls, nothing special right here in the market. In the Soul Merchant, we didn't see anything special right here today to buy, so we are still waiting to see something amazing to buy. What else apart from CVC that is going on? That's the only thing. The Dungeon Divers is grinding to a halt for those players who have not picked up their 1-star, 2-star or 3-star Blade Master Titan event. I've already picked up my 2-star one. Like I said, that was the goal for this account, and congrats to those who were able to get up to milestone 3. I'm not even gonna touch milestone 3, and I think that's the end of the road for me. I've unlocked him at 2-star, which is better. I got it for free, and I did not have to buy it from the Soul Merchants like most people had to do. 2-star out of events and tournaments and classic arena battles. It's fine. It's totally fine. So have I picked up the clan boss rewards? Yes, I have. the next piece of content that is going to be a challenge for most players pushing for this free-to-play 2024 account is going to be this champion right here, the Dark Fae. And I've not attempted it today. I just put it on auto and fought my way through these auto battles in this wave. Now we're on to the boss, which is supposed to give us one more epic skill tome. I see that Code Brew did it successfully, so I'm not going to do it on video right now. I'm going to take my time, put my team together and see, because it takes several attempts. I know that it's going to take more attempts. Depends on what I can beat my Miro team, especially the fact that I'm bringing this champion along. Hopefully that will help me nuke my Miro team fast enough. Put Deacon in right here, always as the speed booster and all that. Full manual, and hopefully I get it done and farm it on auto. If you can farm this champion on auto or this boss on auto, it might give you an opportunity to begin to forge your first lethal gear from this forge. CVC is going on right now. This is the best time for you to come over to the forge and forge everything you have right here. I'm going to try for perception as usual, because that's one of the components or one of the easily to obtain gear that I need in this early game. I got a 6-star boot perception yesterday. That is amazing. That is an amazing weapon right here. Let me try one more time. This one is a 5-star. Still useful one. Still has accuracy. Accuracy substat is what I'm looking for, or speed substat. Another 5-star one. Still an epic, right? Trash, epic, and boots. Instant sell. With the amount of Dragon 25 that I've been farming, that's a legendary one, but it's just gonna be a 5-star HP one. I'll hold on to that for now. I was saying, with the amount of dungeon farming I've been doing, I don't need to keep trash gear anymore. I'll showcase a little bit of that ice golem gear. It's not the best, but I also stopped farming the ice golem and moved over to the dragon and used the dragon to complete the rest of that dungeon diver. So the dungeon diver is currently being farmed with dragon. If I switch over to check out new dragon gear, I can't wait for the artifact announcement that is dropping tomorrow, so I can begin to upgrade some of this gear and find some rare gems amongst it. Waiting for that free gear remover to come up, because of the city of Centranos. They promised us a free gear remover, so I can begin to switch out all my old gear from my old champions and put this brand new gear on them, including my Nightmare Lifesteal team, where all of them do rely on Lifesteal and not Dickens Leech. Alright, that's just a few updates that I wanted to add to this news update released by Plarium. I just wanted to add a little bit about the 2024 free-to-play account and all that is going on. My gaming PC is still not fixed, still recording on the old laptop. Hopefully tomorrow I receive the parts that I'm waiting for and get that fixed. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about these buffs champion that are coming into raid. Talking about the new changes that is happening to those 3 champions. What are the names again? Dark Atel, Sigfrond, and Miss Annie. If you got any of them, or if you're looking forward to them, those are not the champions who want buffs though. But hey, it's still a rebalance. We'll take it. We just want them to be doing it frequently, often, so that all champions eventually that are being neglected will get a chance to rise and shine, due to changes that are made to them. I know I didn't go great into detail, but I know other content creators will talk great detail into them and see if it's gonna make them become suddenly very, very useful in some content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Later guys.